If you're in Florida real estate, I tell you, I experienced something so dramatic last week. And I gotta tell you, I'm not being dramatic or anything like that. If you don't comply, you will die. And I'm not being dramatic, I'm serious. It's the biggest market shift I've seen since 2010. Mortgage rates didn't just drop because the Fed waved a magic wand or because inflation suddenly disappeared. They dropped because of a direct government intervention. And if you don't understand why this happened and what it means, you're gonna miss the boat in 2026. On January 8th, President Trump instructed Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to purchase $200 billion worth of mortgage-backed securities. $200 billion. And here's the thing. Most agents down here in Central Florida, Tampa, Miami, Jacksonville, they just don't understand how this actually works. So let me break it down for you. See, mortgage rates don't come from banks sitting around a table saying, hey, what should the interest rate be today? And they don't just follow whatever the Fed decides. Mortgage rates are directly tied to the bond market. When demand for mortgage bonds goes up, the price of those bonds goes up. And when bond prices go up, yields come down. That's what drives mortgage interest rates. So when the government says we're going to be a major buyer of mortgage-backed securities, rates don't just have a chance of coming down. They have to come down. It's not a question, it's economics. And the speed of this move, that tells us even more than the move itself. Let me explain why that matters. Typically, the government doesn't mess with the housing market unless they absolutely have to. They step in when things are at risk of falling apart. You already know this if you've been selling houses in Florida the last couple years. When mortgage rates are high, it doesn't just hurt buyers, it freezes the entire market. That's why 2025 was one of the toughest years for home sales we've seen in decades. And here's what a lot of people don't connect. When housing freezes, everything in the economy slows down. Movers, contractors, furniture stores, inspectors, title companies, the whole ecosystem gets hit. That $200 billion investment, it's not just a policy move, it's urgency. The government saw the warning signs and made a move. Now, here's the part that gets a little technical, but stay with me because this is important. A lot of people think Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are the government. They're not. They're government sponsored, but they're for-profit companies. You and I can buy their stock. These companies back conventional loans, and because the credit markets have gotten so tight since the last meltdown, loans are actually really safe right now. Foreclosure rates are low, there's no crash coming. Here's the key. Fannie and Freddie have reserve requirements, money they have to keep on hand in case things go sideways. Well, they've got $200 billion sitting on top of that requirement, cash just sitting there. So the administration said, hey, let's put that money to work. Buy mortgage-backed securities, lower housing costs for consumers, stimulate the market, and do it without adding to the national debt. That's the play. Here's what every agent in Florida needs to understand. Getting rates into the fives isn't just about the numbers. It's psychological. When someone went from a 2.75% rate to staring at 7%, there's no way to justify that. I don't care how nice the new house is. You'd put 6 kids in a 2-bedroom before you give up that rate. I get it. But 5 feels different. 5 breaks down that psychological barrier. People start saying, okay, we're not in the 6s anymore. Maybe we can make this work. That's when buyers get off the fence. And that's what this move is designed to do. If you've got sellers sitting on the fence, listen up. Most sellers right now are afraid of selling too soon and then watching prices keep going up. Add the lock-in effect on top of that. People thinking, where am I gonna go if I sell this house with my 3% rate? That's all about to shift. Here's what history shows us. Demand returns before supply. The sellers who act first on this new demand always win. So your job right now is to get in front of past clients, expired listings, people who pulled their houses off market last year. Tell them what's happening because the ones who move early are going to benefit from increased buyer activity before inventory catches up. And for buyers, if you've been working with people saying we're going to wait for rates to come down, this is your moment. Every economist is saying the same thing. When rates have a 5 in front of them, buyers move. That's what this intervention is designed to create, and we're expecting to see mortgage applications surge in the next few weeks. Showing activity is about to go up across Central Florida. Your listings are going to get more eyes. This is going to bring real demand back into the market, not just tire kickers. Look, 2025 was brutal for a lot of agents. People were down 20, 30, 40%. I saw it all across Orlando, Daytona, Winter Park, you name it. This is the first real opportunity to unlock this frozen market in almost 2 years. And the agents who move first, who communicate this to their sphere before everyone else is talking about it, are going to position themselves as the expert in their community. Don't wait for the headlines to tell the story. Be the one bringing the story to your people. So here's what I want you to do right now, not tomorrow, not next week, today. I put together a quick action checklist for you, and this is going to be your playbook for the next 7 days. If you're serious about capitalizing on this shift, do these things. Grab it from the QR code on your screen now. The agents who take action this week are going to be the ones who win this year. The ones who wait are going to watch their competitors scoop up all that pent-up demand. That's the game right now. This is the first real signal that the market is ready to move. Don't miss it. If this video helped you understand what's going on, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment letting me know what market you're in. I want to know what you're seeing on the ground in your area. And if you're looking to buy or sell here in Central Florida, reach out. Let's talk about what this means for your situation. Remember, grab your 7-day checklist from the QR code as soon as possible. I'll see you in the next one.